Hi everyone, today I'm going to be doing another review. Today's review is going to be on the Pur 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Longwear Foundation and Concealer. Now, this foundation brought a lot of hype because they came out with 100 different shades. That is absolutely crazy. They're like, honestly, if you cannot find your shade in this, I will be shocked. So if you guys want to know my thoughts and opinions on this foundation, then just keep watching and don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's get on into this video. So I picked up my foundation in the color LG2. That means that my foundation is light with a gold undertone and it is the second lightest shade in that category. And what I mean by category is this first goes by like undertone. So if you have a golden undertone, it will be a G. If you have a pink undertone, it will be a P, and if you have a neutral undertone, it's going to be an N. The next category that you will be looking at is your skin tone. So you just decided what your undertone is, then you look at the skin tones, and you can either be light, medium, tan, dark, and deep. Now I am light, so I am light with a golden undertone. However, I am not at my palest, so I ended up going with LG2, and this looks like it's a great match. If you guys can see, I've actually worn this, so it is a good match. I already know that. I was gonna do this review earlier, didn't get around to it, wanted to test out the foundation so I can, and I feel like that was a good way to do it because now I have like a better opinion than just a first impressions. But I'm gonna show you guys a demo of how I put it on, and you guys can, you know, I'm gonna give you the close-up so you guys can see everything that I am talking about when I talk about this foundation. So this foundation retails for $36 and can be found on their website. All 100 shades are on their website. Ulta will be carrying 22 shades in store and 40 shades online. And Kohl's will be carrying 22 shades in store, but all the shades online. I am not sure which 22 will be in store. I'm kind of interested to see how they're going to choose them. Now, having 100 shades sounds amazing. However, the only thing I will say is it was really difficult to decide what shade I'd be because there was such minor differences between LG1 and LG2, at least looking online. That's why I think having them in store will be super beneficial to everyone because honestly, there was probably 3 shades I could make work, and I'm not 100% sure. Is this my best shade? Is the lighter one my best shade? Could have gone up a shade. I'm not really sure because they just looked so subtle. But I mean, I'd rather that problem than not having any shades that match me, so it's not really a problem. It's just I need to see them in store and then that problem will go away. The other issue that I kind of have is it says a 4-in-1, but I have yet to find anywhere where it mentions what the 4 things are. Now I know it's like foundation, concealer, and skincare, but what's the 4th? So if you guys know, please leave it down in the comments below because I can't figure it out. I have no idea. Is it a primer? I couldn't find anywhere that said it. So the 4th thing that it is a mystery. Maybe it's magical. Who knows? So I am going to prime my face and then we are going to hop right into the demo so you guys can see everything that's going on, and then we'll go right into my final thoughts and that'll be our video. So let's get started. So I just primed my face. I've used this foundation in the past without a primer, with my Becca Backlighting Primer and with my Tatcha Primer, and I've realized that the Becca Backlighting Primer is the one I like best with it, so that is the one I'm going to be using. I almost feel like with the Tatcha one, it made this product slip around on my face too much, so this kind of adds a little more tackiness to keep it in place. Also, you guys can notice that I am sunburned because it randomly decided to be a super sunny day when they said it was gonna be thunderstorms all day, and I was not prepared. So this is what happens. So this is what the color LG2 looks like. Their undertones aren't very drastic. Honestly, I think a lot of like companies would honestly consider this like a neutral undertone. It's nice that they're not too dramatic in the lighter skin tones because when you put too much yellow in a fair tone, it will just appear yellow, and sometimes the yellow undertone will just make the foundation too dark. So it's nice that they're subtle. I'm going to apply this foundation with a brush. They recommend to do that when you read the directions. However, they do say to put it right on the brush. I don't do that. I just like to dip it. That way I don't get too much product on my face in one area. This will be good. The redness on my face will be good because we'll be able to see how well this covers. This is supposed to be like a full coverage foundation with that's supposed to look very natural on your skin. I love how dewy and like glowy this foundation is. For such a high coverage foundation, usually they tend to be very matte. So let's get super close up. I'm hoping that all this will show up on camera. It's very hard with the lighting because the lighting sometimes diffuses it, but hopefully you guys can see that it is beautiful. It is glowy. However, you can definitely tell I have makeup on my skin. And it's sliding around a bit on my nose. After just examining the foundation on my skin, I really love how dewy and glowy and how much coverage I get. I do believe actually they said it was like medium to full coverage. I would definitely say this is medium coverage, not full, because my sunburn really does kind of peek through. It blends beautifully on the skin. I have an itch, so I'm trying to dab it. I think I'm not really loving is how it's settling on my nose. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's not, I think the problem is it's not settling on my nose. It's just kind of wiping around. I don't know why that is. I'm gonna try to just dab it with my finger, but overall it looks very pretty. Now onto the concealing portion. Let me know if this confuses you guys, but a concealer to me is thicker than a foundation. Concealer and foundation are two different things in my head. So I'm not really sure how a foundation is considered a concealer just because you added a doe foot applicator. I like this because it makes spot concealing super easy, but I just don't understand how it can be called a concealer just because you put a doe foot applicator. In that sense, you would say that the Tarte, I don't know, which one was it? The Shape Tape foundation that they came out with is a concealer. So I'm not really gonna call this a concealer. I would just say it has an easy way to spot treat, you know, and move on from there. I don't, honestly, this covered up all any acne I had on my face very well, so I don't feel like I need to add too much. I want to add it here where like it is still red. Maybe I will. If it was a concealer, that's what I would do, but I don't. This is just like adding another layer of foundation on, and I'm kind of afraid I'm gonna ruin it, but that's what we're doing, right? We have to let you guys know, because if you guys do this, you're gonna want to know. I'm afraid to put more on my nose, but we'll try it out. I'm not gonna do like, you know, the highlighting kind of concealing, even though it looks like it right here. It's just, I'm trying to cover up redness. So this foundation is beautiful. However, it does kind of look like a mask is on my face, and I'm itching to like set this right now. I'm gonna set it and come back and like let you guys know, because everything is sliding. Like I could literally like, let's see if I could do it. Oh, that didn't. Can you guys like see, like it just slides off. So I don't like that. I don't like how slippery it is. Now I gotta fix that before I set my face. Like that is so weird to me. I get why that's happening, because it's a full coverage, like dewy foundation. So unlike a matte foundation with this much coverage, it's not drying down, which is awesome because that would make every dry spot on my face look crazy. But just something to note that you are totally gonna have to set your foundation or else it's gonna be sliding around like that. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go set my face and let you guys know what I think. Okay guys, so I just applied the rest of my makeup and I am really liking this foundation a lot more. I'm really glad I got to play around with it the last couple of days, and now I'm gonna tell you everything that I've kind of learned, and I definitely think this is my best application of it yet. I keep thinking, oh, that is a beauty mark. That's not a beauty mark, I mean, okay. I thought that was a speck of God knows what, but I honestly probably like a piece of mascara, in case you were wondering what it really was. But it kind of looked like a beauty mark, so I wasn't sure. But today, I think I've kind of figured out how I like to wear this foundation. To me, it definitely 100%, as I said earlier, needs to be set. I wore this to work the one day and did not set it. And like my chin, I must touch, I know I touch my chin a lot. I must have been like this a lot and like literally rubbed the foundation off of my chin. Today it looks really, really beautiful. I'm not having like, I'm going like that. And it's not moving like it did before, which is great. And I just think it looks super, super pretty. You guys, I have the Patrick Ta glow on my cheeks and on my chest. I really love that stuff. If you guys want to see a review on that, card's right up here. So who do I recommend this foundation for? If you guys like full coverage foundations, but you want it to be dewy and not like the typical full coverage foundation that is matte, this is totally up your alley. I think it's like really, really nice. I like that they put some skincare elements into it. Let me read you the quick lowdown of the good stuff in the skincare. So in the skincare, they have ginseng. In the skincare, they have ginseng. You know what I learned in biology? They told us just say it with confidence and people will believe you. So they have ginseng, green tea, lingonberry extract, and vitamin B to smooth and soothe your skin. So I like that they have the, you know, nice ingredients infused in this foundation. I really like this foundation. I think it's really pretty. I'm gonna take a photo and I'm gonna insert it right now so that you guys can see what it looks like on camera, and then I'll do it with a flash and, you know, compare. If you guys liked today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow my Instagram. I'll leave it right here, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!